This video is presented by BuddhistQuotes.blogspot.sg. He said, "Blessed One, how large a mass of bad karma will those sentient beings produce?" The Blessed One said, "Be quiet, Sarvashara, be quiet. Do not ask me about the masses of bad karma." Sarvashara, compared to generating ill will toward as many Tathagatas, Arhats, perfect and complete Buddhas as there are grains of sand in 12 Ganges rivers, those who disparage the Sanghata Sutra will produce a far greater mass of non-virtue. Sarvashara, those who generate ill will toward the Mahālaya will also produce a far greater mass of non-virtue than that. Sarvashara, those sentient beings are burnt. They are just burnt. Sarvashara asked, "Blessed One, is it not possible to liberate these sentient beings?" The Blessed One said, "That is so, Sarvashara. It is impossible to liberate them." Sarvashara, it is as follows. To make an analogy, if someone were to cut off a man's head, if that person were to apply as a poultice to his head either honey or sugar or molasses or butter or vegetable oil, or any medicinal poultice, what do you think about this, Sarvashara? Would this person be able to rise up again? Sarvashara said, "Blessed One, this cannot be." The Blessed One said, "Moreover, Sarvashara, there would also be another man. When he struck another sentient being with a sharp weapon, although he was unable to kill him by striking one blow, Sarvashara, a wound would occur. If medicine were applied, his wound would heal. At the time when he has revived, recalling the suffering, that man would think, 'Now I understand, and therefore at no time will I create wicked, non-virtuous karma.'" Just like the one who reflects in this way, Sarvashara, when that man recalls suffering, he completely abandons wickedness. At that time all the Dharma becomes manifest. When all the Dharma has become manifest, at that time he will bring to completion all the virtuous Dharma teachings. Sarvashara, it is as follows. To make an analogy, just as the parents of a man who died grieve and lament, but nevertheless have no ability to protect him, in the same way, Sarvashara, childish ordinary individuals are also unable to help themselves or others. Like those parents whose hopes were dashed, these sentient beings too will have their hopes dashed at the time of death. Sarvashara, there are two sentient beings whose hopes have been dashed. Who are the two? They are as follows. One is a sentient being who does wicked actions or has them done. The other is one who abandons the holy Dharma. Both these sentient beings have their hopes dashed at their time of death. The Bodhisattva Sarvashara said, "Blessed One, what is the migration path of these sentient beings? What is their life afterwards?" The Blessed One said, "Sarvashara, limitless are the migrations of sentient beings who disparage the holy Dharma. Limitless are their future lives. Sarvashara, sentient beings who abandon the holy Dharma will experience feelings for any and in the sentient being's great hell of lamentation. For any and in the crushing hell, and even in the hot hell, and even in the extremely hot hell, and even in the great hell of black lines, and even in the great hell of Avasi, and even in the great hell called hair rising, and even in the great hell calling out alas. And, Sarvashara, they will have to experience the sufferings of these 8 great hells for 8 eons." Then the Bodhisattva, the great being Sarvashara, said the following to the Blessed One, "Blessed One, it is suffering. Shugata, it is suffering. Hearing of it is not joyful." Then the Blessed One at that time uttered these verses. "How beings in the beings' hell experience such sufferings, greatly fearsome words like these you find no joy in hearing. For those who do virtuous actions, goodness is what comes to pass. For those who do non-virtuous actions, that becomes suffering indeed. Those who do not know happiness caused, once they are born, will be tormented by death. and by the pain of their bondage to grief. These childish ones will always suffer. Those who recall the Buddha as supreme, these skillful ones indeed are happy. Those who have faith in the Mahayana too will not go to bad migrations. Sardashara, in just this way, propelled by previous karma, those who have done merely a small deed will experience endless results. In the Buddha field, the supreme field, if one plants the seed, great will be the fruit. Just as many fruits are enjoyed from planting but a few seeds, so those who delight in the conqueror's teachings, these skillful ones indeed are happy. They abandon wicked deeds and create much virtue. 2. Anyone who gives to my teachings an offering of even just the mere hair will for 80,000 eons have great possessions and much wealth. 2. Wherever it is that they are born, they will always be generous. Thus, greatly fruitful is the Buddha, a profound place for giving. Then the Bodhisattva, the great being Sardashara, said to the Blessed One, Blessed One, how should one seek out the Dharma taught by the Blessed One? Blessed One, how will one take firm hold of the roots of virtue after hearing the Sanghata Sutra dharma-paryayas? The Blessed One said, Sardashara, one should know that the mass of merit of one who listens to this Sanghata Sutra dharma-paryayas is just like offering reverential service to as many Tathagatas, Arhats, perfect and complete Buddhas, as there are grains of sand in 12 Ganges rivers, providing them with everything required for their happiness. The Bodhisattva Sardashara said, Blessed One, how are the roots of virtue to be brought to completion? He asked this, and the Blessed One said to the Bodhisattva, the great being Sardashara, these roots of virtue are to be understood to be equal to a Tathagata. What are these roots of virtue that are to be understood to be equal to a Tathagata? The Blessed One said, an orator of the Dharma is to be understood to be equal to a Tathagata. Sardashara said, Blessed One, who is an orator of the Dharma? Anyone who reads out the Sanghata Sutra is an orator of the Dharma. Sardashara said, Blessed One, since even those who hear the Sanghata Sutra dharma-paryayas will produce such a mass of merit, what need is there to mention those who write it out and read it? How much a mass of merit will they produce? The Blessed One said, Sardashara, listen. It is as follows. To make an analogy, in each of the 4 directions, as many Tathagatas, Arhats, perfect and complete Buddhas as there are grains of sand in 12 Ganges rivers could sit and teach the Dharma for 12 eons, yet even if they described the mass of merit of the one writing out this Sanghata Sutra, they would not be able to comprehend its end nor express it in words. If even as many Buddhas, blessed ones as there are grains of and in 48 Ganges rivers are unable to express the mass of merit of the one writing it out, what need is there to mention that whoever writes it out or reflects on it, or reads it will become a treasury of the Dharma? The Bodhisattva Sardashara said, Blessed One, how much will be the mass of merit of the one who reads it? Then at that time the Blessed One spoke these verses. As for the virtues of those who have read one mere stanza of 4 lines, though conquerors as many as grains of sand in 84 of the Ganges rivers, should describe uninterruptedly all the merit of those who have read this sutra, the Sanghata, still that merit would not run out. The Dharma taught by enlightened ones is hard to find, and limitless. At the time and at that moment as well, 84 hundreds of thousands of myriad millions of devas placed their palms together and bowed down toward where the teaching of the Sanghata Sutra dharma-paryayas was. They said to the Blessed One, for whatever purpose the Blessed One deposited such a Dharma treasury on this planet Earth, it is good, very good. This video was presented by BuddhistQuotes.blogspot.sg.